Hey everybody, first video of 2023. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope it's going well for you. So I got a little bit of a road rage versus sarcasm battle the other day. Now, this is going to surprise you, but I'm the sarcasm part of it. I'm not an aggressive road rage driver. I'm really not. If I'm on the interstate and the speed limit's 70 miles an hour, I'll set the cruise control 72. I'm just usually not in a rush to get anywhere, but I'm leaving Walmart the other day from Christmas shopping. I'm in an intersection. I see a car coming. Probably could have beat it. I'm not in that big a rush, so I let it go on by. And as it goes on by, I start to go, and I hear the guy behind me honk. So I immediately honk back and give him one of these with this finger before him. And like, yeah, I see you. I know what's going on. And he starts going nuts. Okay. Well, now we're going to sit here. Honks at me again. Okay, that's a 2-car penalty. I'm going to let 2 more cars go. Hey, I'm a stand-up comic on an off week. I've got nowhere to be. And I start looking at him, and he's got a windshield smashed, and his car is 3 different colors. It's exactly what you're picturing somebody that's honk at Walmart a car would look like. And he's got a red fender, a white hood, and a blue fender. And I didn't know whether to start cussing him or put my hand over his heart, because he's either an idiot or he's really, really patriotic. So then he starts giving me the finger. Okay, that's a 3-car penalty. I'm going to prove you I don't have to go anywhere. And so I'm waiting, and eventually he sits there, and I can see the steam escaping out of his ears, and I go. Now, he goes up past me. And I look over at him, and he's got the donut spare on the right side of his car. Okay, whatever. I've been there. It's embarrassing. It's awful, but it's sometimes what you have to do. But then he goes back behind me, rounds me on this side, and I look over, and he's got a donut spare on the other side. He's got 2. He's got the double donut spare going on. Both of them on the front. Looks like his car. It looks like he's consistently driving downhill. And so then he goes off and got a big puff of black smoke, and he races off about 300 yards until he has to lock up the brakes and stop at the stoplight. And somebody's like, you let that car beat you? That's one of those no-win things. What, am I going to race him? What if I win? There's not a trophy at the stoplight. That's very Mitch Hedberg. Like there was a trophy at the stoplight. So I was listening to him today, so I didn't mean to get that rhythm in there. It was like, oh, what am I going to brag about that? Hey, look at the car with the 2 pretend wheels and the 3-color hood. I just beat that car in a race, and everybody would go like, yeah, you should. So it's really not a big thing for me. But we get to and he looks at me, and he goes like this. He gives me the gun, and he points it at me, and then after he points at me, he puts away, and then he like pulls he points, and then he puts it away like he didn't want to accidentally misfire or something, but he turned it away. And so what did I do? I pretended I can't do it with both hands because I have a phone in my hand, but I did like a pump shotgun and pointed it back at him. So I thought, hey, if we're going to pretend to have weapons, I'm going to have a bigger gun than you are, so I'm over here doing this. But he went, and I thought maybe that's how his window got smashed. And then I hear him revving his car up, which right by the sound of an engine was not the smartest thing in the world to do. And he leaves in the blackest puff of smoke you can imagine. There hasn't been a James Bond vehicle that emitted that to escape a villain that was ever created. You've never seen a cartoon locomotive with thicker black smoke than what came out of this guy's exhaust. And I had to wait for it to clear because I couldn't see what was in front of me. And when it cleared, he was gone. Vanished. It was like David Copperfield was driving a crappy vehicle and he just made his car disappear. And so I get home, and I pull into the garage. I'm telling somebody on the way home, and he's like, were you scared at any point? And I'm like, no, but you know what? I just realized that through all this, I forgot Dana's Diet Cokes that she wanted. Now that is scary. But I'll talk to you guys later on. See you.